Yep, I saw that, Storm. We have 3 judges now. $11. Like, who cares that? Yep, I gotta restock. I had a gigantic order from a vet yesterday that depleted a lot of my stuff. Good chip, congratulations to Rodney and to CJ. I always figured Rodney was gonna become a judge. Like when they said they're gonna make more, I was like, he was a shoe-in. They can still do lawyering though. That I guess, but I mean, I think that'd be a conflict of interest if one of their clients ever came up against them. Well, we discussed that honestly, Storm. I had a discussion with Snowy about that because they didn't order anything from me last week. What it is they can't find people that want to work for them because everybody's going to work for EMS, and EMS will hire you in like an hour after you put the application in. So, and they don't want to work, then or they'll go work for the mechanic where they can just sit around. They don't have to actually do anything. At the restaurant, though, you have to cook and you have to be on top of everything when people come in. Yeah, and I was talking to someone yesterday while I was at the quarry, and they said that Harry and all the people have no control over the wages. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, well, how can that be? But yeah, nobody wants to work the restaurants. That's like Bob's hiring, Rex is hiring, Yvette is hiring, but nobody wants to do it. Yeah, CJ was easy too. I thought I saw Murphy yesterday as I was filing my expungement case. But I thought he was hiring new lawyers, but he was hiring 2 new judges. Oh, I can discuss the other case now. Um yeah. Well, the taxes is what's killing him. But I was gonna represent Robert McNeil. He got involved, he got taken hostage at a house robbery. And when he got there, when the officer got there, the officer said on body cam, I can't be bothered with you two, and instantly tased one of the robbers, and then the one holding hostage swung the pickaxe and killed Robert. The Robert was gonna sue the PD for no value of life. But I talked to him last night. We gave Harry like 3 days because we wanted to, let Harry offer to out of court settlement. So then last night I said we can file the paperwork. Or he goes, I don't want to sue the police. I want to sue that cop. So I called that officer, and the officer came. We talked about it, and the officer settled out of court. Yeah, but we settled it. It's done. I'm not going to say what officer it was. So that didn't go to trial. And that's good too, because he wouldn't have got like a lot of damages. He would have got his hospital bill paid, and maybe, I'm going to put it this way, his lawyer fees would have probably cost him more. Okay, I got sugar. I got it written down all what I need, because I need a lot. It seems like they're all hitting me up on the same day. Mac hit me up 2 days ago for a lot, and then Rex hit me up yesterday morning, and then Yvette hit me up last night. So it's like they all came at once. But hey, I had it. I was able to do it. Alright, I need wheat. All the stuff I need is all the way up north, though. But I need salad. Like if I showed up to your farm and was like, I don't feel like running around with RP. Yeah. Yep. And like you just drove off. Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't say nothing to that. Not because of no RP, but I realize how busy EMS can be. Well, if you had, like, I'll be honest, if EMS came to my farm. Oh, sorry, I was looking at something else. If EMS came to my farm, didn't say a word, picked me up and said I have to go, believe me, I'm the one that would understand and I wouldn't make a complaint. Because I understand how hard y'all have it sometimes. Alright, I need 100. I'm keeping 100 of all the ingredients now, because I had to, I was short on something for Bob. So I'm just gonna keep, nobody orders, they order in hundreds. If it's not like mustard or bread, they might order more, but everything else they'll order in either 50, 40, or 100. Oh, that is, my vehicle was unlocked this whole time. Somebody, let me check it. Somebody might have picked it. Now, like I said, there's nothing in you. They can have the rubber. I don't need rubber anymore. Yeah, I know you do. But I get, I was EMS in another city that had like 300 people. Well, they had like 200 at a time, and there was 4 of us. So we would pick them up, and thankfully it was a that kind of city where they would just say thank you and run off. Like we didn't have to charge them. We got paid when they got picked up. We didn't have to bill them or anything like that. So we'd pick them up, they'd be like, thanks, and run off. And that's the extent of your RP. That's why I always try to talk to the EMS afterwards. That was a hell of a city, though. They had the automatic check-in. The automatic check-in was always on. So if EMS was on, they could still go to the hospital. So we'd get calls. And their buddy would have picked them up and brought them to the hospital. So we, most of the time, out of like 10 calls, we maybe saw 2 people. And then if you were to make a complaint, EMS treated you like you were trying to troll them. Like, if I'm an EMS, I drove all the way to Sandy, and then I see the person that called me running around shooting people, and I leave, I was the one that got in trouble. And it just didn't make sense to me. And then I called people out on it, and then EMS put me in trouble. I was on a server, again, a lot of RP was done. Yeah, I hated those me-do servers. Like, they have one that was text-bound. Like, you had to do everything in text. Like, you had you could talk in the mic, but if they decided to just do the /me and then do it, you had to go along with it, and it just dragged out everything. I went there because somebody asked for my help. One of my other friends from another city was trying it out. And, yeah, it didn't work. I'm trying to get 2 people in Redline right now. One of them, my friend Banda, would be very good. She would bring a lot to the city, I think, and just, I don't know. I think she'd be good here. And the other one, she's gonna be a harder choice. Yeah. The other one, because she's so used to playing in the pay-to-win servers where it's semi-serious, that I don't know, like, I'm trying to tell her the difference between cousins, how you can't have cousins in Redline. You can have a cousin if it's another player, but your second character can't be your cousin. Yeah. Well, Storm, I'll be honest with you. Super solid, yes. Welcoming, no. Not anymore. I've had a few people in the past 2 days walk up to me and ask me for, like, who do I talk to? I've been trying to talk to people and they're ignoring me because the cliques are reforming. Like, you know, people that they were with last year are now all of a sudden they're popping up again, and now they're like telling people they're not interacting with others. There are some people in here who aren't as welcoming, but I tell everybody I'll talk to anyone, I'll welcome anyone. I'm not joining a gang. When are they gonna put gangs in? Yeah, the cousin thing was okay for the other server. But, basically, the cousin in the other server, I've been whitelisted for a long time. Well, I'm not saying you have a poor experience. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that more people are starting to be a little more closed off. You have good experiences, and you just have to know who to talk to. Like, a lot of these people, and you'll agree with me on this one, Storm. 100% you'll agree with me on this one. They run up to, like, Havoc and Alana and expect them to just be welcome and open in arms. And I'm trying to tell them, you know, that's not going to happen. But, like, and most of the time, it's the same people. Yeah, EMS, yeah, everybody. Well, I'm not going to say everybody loves EMS. I know somebody who doesn't like an EMS person. But they got to deal with it. Yeah, I know someone who really, in city, not out of city, but in city does not like Bucket at all. It's weird, too, because Bucket's one of the... Yes, exactly. That's the thing. They, like, want to go up to the people who run everything and then expect them to just drop everything and hang out with them. And it's like, dude, I want to tell them, you know, no, that's not how it's going to work. Good morning, Jesus. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen you here. Well, I understand that a lot of people are watching Ralph. I thought about not streaming today because Ralph was on, but I said, you know what? I got BS tasks to do, and I'll do them. It's something. Ooh, damn, I didn't mean to hit that guy. I thought I could squeeze through there. But it depends on who you run into. It won't get you banned. It'll get you a warning guaranteed. But, like, you know, you can't expect every single person to just stop what they're doing and try to help you. That's what I try to tell them, you know? People are busy. Sometimes we don't have time to hang out and talk. In city, you know, logo, in city lingo, you know, like whenever you hear, anytime you hear me say, oh, my cows are escaping, I gotta go catch my chickens, that's because I'm doing something and I don't want to, like, drop what I'm doing to hang out with someone. Hello, JB. But yeah, whenever you see me on a stream and I go, oh, my cows are trying to escape, or I gotta go catch my chickens, that means I already was doing something, and I have to go do it. Or I'll forget, because I forget a lot. I did have some interesting things happening, though. Yesterday, Harry Tallahan paid me $300K. I sold all my liquor. A nice new person, he's been in the city for like 4 days, gave me 900 rocks. So yeah, I got rocks for days now. I need to go get the coal to make the bottles. I don't know if on... There was nothing major, but yep. Yeah, oh yeah, if it's... Yeah, they'll put effort into it if it's legit. But if you walk up to them and be like, hey, my name is blah, 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 what do you do around here? They're gonna tell you, figure it out. Rightfully so, too. Rightfully so. I always thought you should get a welcoming guide when you first come in the city, like when you get off the boat. Like a little, there's like a few things. I know you do get one now, but like, I don't know. I haven't been a new person for so long. I don't even remember what that guide says. Yeah, random medic number 3. Hey, you know, you're a medic though. Look at me. I'm known for farming. That's it. I'm not known for being a lawyer. I'm known for being a farmer. Until they need us, then I'm known for being a lawyer. The second they get put in cells, then, oh, she's a lawyer. But anywhere else, I'm just a farmer. You know what? I thought about doing what Ralph is doing like a week ago. I thought about getting Sierra arrested, like assaulting a cop. You knew as a lawyer first? Okay. But I thought about assaulting a cop with a pickaxe, stealing his gun, and then willingly getting arrested to be put into jail, and then going to sleep, and then waking up when there are no cops and trying to figure everything out. But I thought that they would get mad if I did that. So I got arrested for like, I think it was 40 months, and I ended up spending 2 hours in the prison before the police literally came and were like, you have to leave. Because I'm surprised you can search those crates. I'm surprised you can search those prison crates if there's no cops on. That actually is surprising. I wanted to be a lawyer. In 1.8, I applied, but it was too late. DOJ had been shut down already. But they kept telling us, oh, it's coming back. I think they meant it was coming back in 2.0. So when they opened applications, I was one of the first ones. And I'm honestly surprised they gave it to me. I really thought they were just gonna be like, okay, we have your application. Yeah, have a good day. I just filled this up yesterday. It told me in the car that I don't have. Yeah, no, I did. I went through a scanner, and I was at the guy ready to check out, and I lost everything. And the police came in and were like, "Are you about to leave?" And I'm like, "Yes." They're like, "Did you go through the scanner with items?" I'm like, "Maybe." And they're like, "Okay, you have to leave. You have to get out now." I also think Haley and Hatchie were in there and they were trying to figure stuff out. So I think they were just trying to get us out. I did. I did not chat GPT anything. Like that's what I wanted to do in 1.8. Alright, what do I need next? I need garlic. Garlic doesn't sell a lot, but it's a consistent seller. Like it sells, but they don't buy a lot of it. Like, I only need 65 of it. I think the first application I did to Redline last year, the first one I did, I just answered, like, 200 words. I just, like, wrote down stuff. Because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what they were looking for. And then the second one, I do not. I wish I could go pick it up in this. I wish I could use my vehicles to pick up. If it's not like, if like 65. It doesn't even weigh 5 pounds. But I gotta use this. I mean, it makes sense. The farms I'm going to. See, my gas said, on the dashboard, it says I have, like, a lot of gas. But when I get in the car, it says I have, like, a quarter of a tank. So I don't know which gauge to trust. Bye, meal. But the second Redline application, I went into details. And guess what? My Redline application was me being a medic. Because I wanted to do EMS. And I went and applied for EMS. And they were like, not enough effort put into your application. Denied. So I just stopped doing it and went and found other things. You applied when it was V menu? Yeah. Is that... Okay, it looks like my back bumper was bent just there, but it's just a shadow. This is the same place, right? Yep. It's okay. This is the only drawback about having my farm in grapeseed. If you do a farm in grapeseed, you're good to do meat. But if you're doing vegetables, I should have got the one in Roxwood. Because it's like all of them are my backyard. But then I'd have to drive even further for alcohol. I have to go get coffee beans, and those come from a far distance. But yep, like I said, I knew today I wasn't going to get many viewers. I do appreciate the ones that stop by. I like talking with y'all. But I wasn't here when it was V menu. I joined in 1.8, I think February or March of last year. I want to say February. I want to say like very early February of last year. Hi, Hippie Joe. And I was very shy when I first joined the city. I really didn't talk to anyone. And then I started talking to a certain few people. And then 2.0 was announced and everybody kind of, went and found other things to do. And I told myself when 2.0 came out, I was going to talk to everyone. I was going to be friends with everyone. And so that's what I've been trying to do. It's a mindset. I'm not like this in real life. In real life, I'm very shy. But this is a way to step out of my comfort zone. But while I'm saying that people aren't being welcoming, that's what I mean by that is, I'm not trying to walk it back. I'm not trying to, but there are some people now who that paranoia is running through them. Like that, is she a cop? And so they're talking less. They're being a lot more guarded. Like something happened today that I know of. A poor guy. He's been robbed for like 3 autobagger blueprints in the past week. And he just keeps on getting robbed. They keep getting stolen off of him. Cops are about to be in for a rude awakening. Sorry, I'm probably skipping it. I get the little error. YouTube's having a lot of problems with some of the streams lately. Yeah, but there might be a DOJ investigation into the police coming up. I can't say more than that. But there are a few officers who've racked up enough complaints that some people want investigations into them. Let me put it that way. And if they hire a lawyer to do it, then it's a DOJ investigation. I don't know. I can't say much, but I know 2 cops that have committed felonies while on duty and have been caught on camera doing it. And I'm not talking about Ralph or Alana. I'm talking about actual cops. Yeah, Ralph, well, we expected Ralph to do it. He always told us he was going to do it. I mean, I'm actually surprised he didn't smuggle PD guns out of there, like a lot of them. He did, I'll be honest with you. Well, if the DOJ brings a lawsuit against the cops, then we have to do the investigation. And that's a DOJ investigation. I'll be honest with you. For all he did, Ralph was not a bad cop. I wish he would have let me represent him on his conspiracy because I was going to bring that up to Harry. My whole argument was going to be that he might have done these things, but look at the good he's done for the city at the same time. You're going to punish this man who did good for doing a mistake. Well, I won an out-of-court settlement against PD yesterday, so I feel pretty good about that. I mean, that would have been a locked-barreled case. I think now that the police are taking applications, though, I think that it'll start happening. They couldn't get rid of cops because there's not enough cops. But now that they can start hiring, I think they can take a look at other ones now. I don't want to put the cops out of a jail. Conspiracy. Yep, here's the argument. Conspiracy. Actually, it is. I think it got added for him. But I mean, Elite was not a bad cop. He caught more people than he stole from. Let me put it that way. And I was going to make that argument. You know, look at the money he raised in fines. Look at the criminals he took off the streets. And you're, you know, and Harry's argument, but he's doing crime. I'll be like, yes, but you have to weigh the good with the bad. I think I could have got him a whole lot of reductions and reduced money. I don't know, but I know that I was watching the stream later because I wanted to see what was happening. And I saw Harry, when he said I got Rodney, and I saw Harry go, good, you gave me an easier opponent. And I was like, wow. I'm wondering, are they gonna get rid of Alana if he does it? You know? Are they gonna get rid of him if he does it? Like when they find out that he's letting his weapon be stolen. It's not like they're, you know, criminals are stealing him and he's letting it happen. Are they gonna fire him? Because, I mean, it's Alana. Ralph's one thing, but, you know, well, they fired Havoc, so I guess I could say they probably will. Because they did fire Havoc. But my whole entire argument, yeah, I know. My whole entire argument was gonna be that while, yes, he's made mistakes and he's made bad decisions, he's also kept the citizens safe more times than he's made bad decisions. And I would use myself as example. You know, he has stopped crime against me. He has stopped crime against my property. You know, they've had multiple people that he has saved putting these bad guys in jail. Yeah. Yep. Yep, I get it. Yep. But I was mining coal for Bucket when they called, and that's why I didn't answer the phone automatically. And then when he called me like 5 times, I realized he's in jail and he needs a lawyer. And this is going to take a while because it's Ralph. And then he kept calling and I said, hell with it. Let me see. Yeah, but you can appeal to... I would have tried appealing to his, not his, like, emotionless machine soul, but the soul that, you know, realizes that people make mistakes, but they can do good as well. I'm not saying Harry has a machine soul. I'm saying that he has the cop mentality and then the human mentality. And I would have argued the human mentality, where Rodney, I think, argued the cop mentality. Like, it's funny. Someone asked me yesterday, like in you know, not in the game, but I told one of my friends that I'm doing the lawyer stuff. And they're like, so if you get pulled over, are you going to be like, I'm a lawyer, let me go? And I said, no, I wouldn't do that. I would tell them I'm deaf and they're discriminating against the handicap. Because that's way worse than the pulling the lawyer card. I'm not gonna do that, but I thought about it one day. I thought, ooh, how mad would the officer be? But then, that's not fun for them. That's, you know, that's not right to do that to them. They're not trying to do that. Right? I don't need pepper. Pepper does not sell. I only sell like 10 pepper at a time. Yeah, why are you cuffing me? Well, I know that Tommy pulled the lawyer card when he, right before his case. And, he's like, I'm a lawyer. I would have tried to run. I'm a lawyer. He said it like 5 different times. But it worked. Alright, so I need pickles. Yes, I do need pickles. Pickles, onions, and potatoes. The potatoes I used in vodka. Oh, here, I can show y'all I'm at the farm. This is what happened yesterday. This is all the money I got. You know? So, I upgraded my machines like I said I would. My bottle machine is maxed. My grain's maxed. My fermenter is not maxed, but I'm hoping today I can get that. Because it's 140K to upgrade machine to max. And then next I'm going to work on the red and white wine. I had gotten 300 glass this morning. I mined 300 coal this morning. to make this glass, and I'm making white wine. And when it's done, I'm gonna sell it to Harry and put it right back into my farm. I upgraded the wheat farm again to level 3. I don't think I'm gonna go higher than this. I think this is what I'm gonna leave this at. I upgraded the white grape farm to get 400, so I can get 300 grapes at a time, or 400. I need to turn these on. But this is what I was doing. Let's see. Working. Turned off. Turn on. And I just got garlic. So where? Up. Garlic farm. This will be full in like 5 minutes. This farm fills up so fast. But, I have 100 red wine ready to go. I also got my drill. Yep, to make the sand and the coal. Well, not really the coal, but to make the sand. I made 1,200 sand last night. It took me 2 hours, but I made 1,200 sand, and I have the 50 energy cells I bought. Will get me enough coal to turn all of that into glass. So technically, I have about $750,000 after I finish making the glass. I'm near 3 mil. I'm right at 3 mil right now. I'm going to upgrade the white, the red, and the fermenting to max, and that's how I'm going to make most of my money from now on. I figured out why my machines weren't working. Next time I roll up to the farm, that's why I have my picture. My thumbnail today is me holding sand in a desert. Because I'm in a desert right now. But, see, this is 100K right here. These two. I need 50 for, French. Because he's going to buy the white wine, so I need to keep 50 on hand. But, see, like, I still have 230, and I'm making 282 more bottles. Actually, 200, and then you add that into it, yeah. Well, yeah. And I need... Today, I'm just filling up stuff. They're gonna change how often the farm machines need to be fixed. They already have. They have a couple of times. But the reason I couldn't, like, see, like, the red, I would turn it on and it would tell me, like, grape or yeast or glass bottle, even though I had it, was this machine breaks when it gets down to, like, 25%. Instead of going all the way to 0, it breaks at 25%. So you have to keep it up. So I'm gonna have to repair this one. And I need to put $3 in. I'll do that right now. I'll repair it. Yep, so now I have no money in my farm. I legitimately have this much money to my name right now. Well, I think that if you, I'll be honest, how it works now is fine, because I'll upgrade this machine to level 4, and I made 300 mustard, and look how far it went, or 200. You know, it didn't take it, so I think that the machine, if it's at level 0, it should drop quick. But if you level it up, it should last a lot longer. It's the prices, because, like, see, this one is, not this one, where is it? The cream separator. Costs 1,500 at 50%. Yet you come down here to the vodka, 1,500. Come red wine. You know, but the mustard machine, if it gets down here, it's like $300. I think we're making a little too much on alcohol, so they're gonna charge us a little more, which I'm fine with. Just so long as it doesn't, like, everything on my farm. Everything on my farm that is not an alcohol machine has not made its money back. In fact, this machine might be the closest. These two might be the closest machines I have to making their money back. But, the cream separator, for cheese, these two machines, I'd have to sell, I think, 4,000 cheese before I make the money back for that. I've maybe sold 100 at $15 a piece. So a lot of the farms are going to stop doing this and only start doing this because there's no money in the food. All the money is in alcohol. So if they increase the prices to repair the machines for the alcohol, I don't have a problem with that. But if they increase the prices on these machines, then I might be the first one to sell all of this and just tell people I'm going straight into alcohol. And I'm not feeding the city at all. And the reason why is this. It has cost me so much that I haven't even made $1 million back yet. Thank you, Scott. You have a nice day. Hope it goes by quick for you. Hope it has a good day. But I've not even made close to it. I might have made 750, maybe. And that's only through alcohol. Take alcohol away, and I probably wouldn't have even broken 100,000 yet. So the farms from the get-go, the farms themselves, like chicken and cow, a zero should have been dropped from these. This egg farm, a zero should have been dropped. You don't make any money back from regular food. There might be more in it soon if they raise worker wages. Yeah. But, example. Machine, let's see. Let's go to the kebab machine. Okay? It takes 1 raw pork, 1 raw beef, and it makes 3 kebabs. 1 raw kebab meat makes 10 kebabs. So, technically, you only need 3 of these a time to make 30. You're not going to have more than 30 customers. So, if I sell them 40 of them, they're not going to need kebab for a while. And they can't make it expire faster because then nobody's going to want to buy big. It's the balancing act, and they're doing it, and I trust them. All right, let's go get pickles. I think Yvette bought all of my salad yesterday. I got more. I just went and got some. Yeah, I'm going to get the potatoes first. Well, no. Potatoes really don't sell that well. And it's surprising, too. I thought potatoes would do very good. That's why I pumped the farm up to level 5. But they sell... Okay, nobody orders french fries, apparently. But no, look. I've had infinite patience with this farm. I've tried helping them, reporting stuff when I see it going on. And I like what they've been doing, so I'm very patient. The only thing I'm impatient about is the tomatoes. I'm hoping they put tomatoes finally. They just put burger patties in. So the last thing we're missing is tomatoes. I wish I could pay a fee as well, like have this stuff delivered to my farm for maybe like an additional $2,500, you know, and the farms would deliver it to me, because sometimes I would use that. You know how much coal I have to go farm today? To be honest, though, it only took me an hour and 15 minutes to farm 300 coal. I mean, that's not bad. If I sold it, that's $15,000. I don't know, but your EMS, that's where you're at. Stay with EMS, you'll get money. Even though I think they put a cap on how many EMS can be in the city, depending on the player count. Because yesterday, the day before, there was like 10 EMS on, and there was only like 19 people in the city. I mean, you can even see that that's being a little ridiculous. But that price increase for... I don't know why they made it so high. Because half of Rex's staff is quit. Yvette has like 3 people now that work for her out of the 6 or 7 she had. Like, a lot of people quit the mechanic business, too. Like, even the mechanics haven't been open a lot lately. Because nobody wants to do those jobs because it's better to go do EMS because, you know, they'll hire you quick. And then now they have enough that they could train you quick. Hell, I thought about applying for EMS even though I said I wasn't. I thought about it the other day. I thought about having Sierra join. She has no felonies. She just has a couple of misdemeanors. But I was like, no. I probably should have done that with her. I should have probably joined EMS. I enjoyed EMS in my other city. I don't know. I'm not making more than 2 people, though. I can barely keep up with Arya. Like, I'm like, some people, like, they have a plan, they have an idea. When they come into the city, they're like, you know, this is what I'm gonna do today. I have a plan. I come in the city, I walk out my farm, I'm like, ooh, cow, and I forget everything. Yeah, like, I have no plan with doing my farming. It's busy enough to keep me busy. I bought, how much oil did I buy yesterday from Harry? I think I did that on stream. I think I bought like 1,400 or 1,500. I'm not even sure. I used every single drop of it last night. I have a feeling a lot of people are in for the money. I have a lot of feeling a lot of them are going to be... You're going to have like 6 medics on and only 3 of them are going to be responding to calls. And the other 3 are going to be like, oh, I'm tied up with something when they're just sitting in Legion. There you go. See, I don't think that was right. I don't think EMS and PD should not have, like, they should have to hire a lawyer. Just like everyone else. I don't think they should become lawyers themselves because it takes away opportunities from freelance lawyers. I get why you want it, and I understand. But, like, I was going to offer to Sir help the police for free. I wouldn't have charged the PD anything. I wouldn't have charged EMS anything. Y'all got free lawyer services. But now, half of PD are trying to be lawyers. EMS has a lawyer now, and it's like, that takes away, like, I don't just want to represent criminals. Like, honestly, that's kind of why I haven't been signing in. Because all I'm getting are cell calls, and and they've already admitted to, I love it. He knows what I'm talking about, chat. You go to Roussel's to represent someone, the police like, oh yeah, he already told us he did it. So, why am I even there? That's what gets me about the lawyering. If you're gonna want a lawyer, pretend like you didn't do anything. Get out of my way. You know what? That was wrong. That was wrong. I'm sorry for that car I hit. But yeah, if you're in Redline and you do a crime and you want to get a lawyer involved, don't admit to the crime beforehand. There's not much we can do. Yeah, I know you were an attorney. I know you've been an attorney for a while. But like the police, now Harry, I can understand being a lawyer. But like a lot of cops are trying to be lawyers now, and it's like, why? Why? We already have lawyers. You're an officer. You can't, legally, can you work for 2 branches of the government? Because I think that would, a lawyer being a cop should not be able to defend anyone because it's a conflict of interest. If they're suing a cop, then yes. Yes, I get it. You can be a lawyer. But what happens if you're on lawyer duty and you're a cop and you have to go down there to represent a criminal that you yourself have had past dealings with? I'll use a perfect example. I'm using random people here. I'm gonna pull up my phone and look at a random person's name. And I'm using those examples. Okay, Teabag. Say T-Bag got in trouble with Mark. Mark becomes a lawyer. Mark's doing lawyer duty instead of cop duty. And he has to go represent T-Bag, but T-Bag's been just mean and nasty to him the whole time they've ever interacted. That's kind of why I don't think the cops should be lawyers. Because they might be put into a situation where they're not going to defend somebody because that somebody has been rude to them in the past. There's only one person I won't defend, and that's because he threatened me in cells with violence. Like he said that if I didn't get him reductions, he was going to hunt me down and kill me every time he saw me. And the cops heard it. He got put criminal threats on, and I'm not representing him anymore. That's it. Everyone else, I will represent. But then if they can't do it, why be lawyers? Like, maybe I can see Command being lawyers. Like, in case Harry's not in the city, Fox could, or Hardy could. But, like, Officer Bob. I know there's no Officer Bob. Well, technically there is, but... Okay, I can use Bob as an example. If Bob became a lawyer. I like Bob. Bob is a good cop, too. I think Bob's a better cop than he was a criminal in 1.8. Is that truck going? Oh, he has delivery there. I was like, I thought it was just like glitching out and going straight. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, why should I learn the legislature of how to? Why should they put a defense? Like, you've seen the legislator. If they tell you what your argument should be, if I'm never going to be arguing against someone and it's always going to be a PD lawyer, then that's just, why should I even learn those? I should have to learn them because I might be called on to defend PD. But if I never have that chance, then that's just a waste of memory space. I get it, right? I get it. But it's just if you're gonna make lawyers, then there should be the separation. The DOJ and the police should not be, just like the government and the DOJ. They're two separate things. A lawyer being in the PD defeats the checks and balances purposes. Because that lawyer could obscure things. And before you say anything, that has happened already. That's another case that should have been brought to the court, but I was not the lawyer they consulted. They told me all about it, though. Yeah. Honestly, like, I get why they had to fire Ralph. I do. I do get why they had to fire Ralph. Hi, Michael. But he was a good cop. He was a good cop. He was sweaty in the right places. He went after the people. Like, he had that W mentality. He didn't do a bad job as cop at all. I really don't want to go back up to Gravesea, but all 4 runs I have left are all at the same place. And it's just getting tiring driving back and forth. I don't have any money to refuel it. You know what? I'm just going to wait till I sell the alcohol to go back up there. I'm going to have 300 bottles of 350 I should, of white wine. Let's see. I have 215 glass. Each one make the bottle. I have 61 bottles. 276 plus 108. I should have 384. So I don't want 384, I want 350. Minus 350, that means take 34 bottles. That'll make 350 white wine. And I can't put these in my farm storage. I don't know why, but I'll put them in the back of my truck. Yes, I did. We settled out of court. I didn't talk to Harry either. I got permission from my client to talk to the actual officer that was involved. And they settled out of court. Yeah, Jake has always been a good cop. He does good RP, he does good cop, but yeah, he's an officer in real life now, and that's gonna take up a lot of time. Yeah, I'll go get this stuff later. There are no restaurants open, and I don't think a restaurant's gonna open for a while. But I'll show you what I was doing yesterday. Yep, those are not my cows, so if they get hit, I'll be sad, but I was told yesterday those are not my cows. Which I think is kind of scummy because RPing owning those cows didn't cost the city anything. Well, somebody was involved in a house robbery. And instead, the cop came in, and instead of negotiating for the hostage, he just instantly attacked the criminals. So the criminals attacked the hostage. It's no value wipe. It's fail RP basically. Because he had the cop on body cam saying, "I can't deal with you two today," and then instantly tried to attack him. When there's a hostage involved, you have to act out like that hostage, you know, his life matters. And this one didn't. But they settled out of court, though. I'm gonna get my crate out. I'm gonna open my crate and show y'all. See, that's what I was doing. Making a ton of sand, and I still have more to make. I need 285 oil to finish making. All this gets turned into glass when I have the coal. And the energy cells I'm using to make the coal. That's what I was doing all yesterday. Making sand and making bottles. I gotta sell to Harry. You know what? I can't say yes, but I also can't say no. I'm just gonna say that. I can neither confirm nor deny it was Officer Frank. Well, I just took this one out. I didn't mean to take this one, y'all. Wait a minute, I did take this one. But again, I don't know. Maybe I did. But yeah, I can't even afford, really and truthfully right now, to put gas in my cars. Because I have to eat. And the eating is more than, like, I can use a skateboard to get around. I mean, technically, I could go sell some of the alcohol to, like, people, but I don't want to do that. How many warmings are more fun? Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, CO2. They weren't hiring new cops because they were trying to get the training down, like how to do trainings. So if they fired cops, like too many of them, then there wouldn't be any cops in the city and no one could do anything and people would start complaining. They're going to start taking, yesterday they put out a press release saying that they're taking cop applications and they're going to start hiring. So you're going to see some officers getting let go or retrained. I'm thinking about buying this one too, so I can use the energy cells. But I can't make sand. Like, if I could make sand on this, then I would have just bought this one, because it has everything else. But I can only make sand with this drill. But today, my goal is getting this as well. This is my goal for the day, is getting the furnace. That's it. That's my only goal. And as soon as Harry gets on, it was the police commissioner, not Eddie. Okay. He's the reason they weren't hiring, was Harry? Franks is, yeah, I like Officer Franks. When he's in cells, he does excellent RP. Excellent RP. When we're in cells and me and him are going at each other, because, you know, lawyer cop, he plays it perfectly. Like, I'm not complaining about anybody's RP, but from what I was told, to be honest, I was told that cops weren't being hired because of training purposes. Because they were trying to figure out how training was going to work and all that. I'm just going to park right first. Yeah, I finally got this one. So I've maxed out all of my parkour. I've maxed out all my strength except for this one. I don't want this one, though. So all I got left is these 5, and then I can't take this one. I still can't take it no matter what I do. See, it comes up here, but it doesn't continue down. But yeah, so I'm gonna start probably just taking the... I don't think you can get this one either at the moment, unless you take this. I'm not exactly sure. B was the BP that got called when I convinced the client to flip the CI. Every time you open the skill tree, you say it's broke. I know, little Maka. If you don't have this problem, it fixes itself. Like yesterday, I couldn't take these 2 because this one didn't light up. But then I logged in later, and this one did light up, so then I could take it. So I never know if I'm able to take it when I open the skill tree. It's not that, like, see, this one's perfectly fine. Yesterday, it wasn't. Like this one. You know, I have this right here. I showed yesterday. Everybody saw I had that one. So it's different every time I open the skill tree. One time, it's going to happen where I'm able to take that. There's going to come a day where it's going to unlock for me. I am hopeful. It's going to happen. Eventually, I will be able to unlock. Oh, look, he didn't run into the wall. Usually they come flying from down this road and slam into that wall. But today... Oh, he knocked his friend out, though. Dad, I know someone in another city that looks just like that guy. I do need to go into the city for a second. To look for something. One day, I'm gonna get that mining efficiency, or luck 3. It's gonna happen. Alright, I'm gonna step over here for a second. I have to go do one quick thing. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Are there any... Are there any... Nope, just EMT. Okay. I don't use the bike enough. I sold the other 2. I kept this one. I'm gonna start trying to use it a little more. I got the cycling one, the perk, so I can go longer on cycling. can't hold the wheelie. I want to be able to hold the wheelie. I probably could, I just don't know, like, how to properly do it. If I go too far back, I'm gonna fall. Alright. I want to look at the drill for one thing. I know it doesn't do sand, but if it does something else, I'm gonna think about getting it. Oh. There's probably a keybind that I can do to have, like, ride a wheelie, and I just don't know. Yep. Alright. I found out what that guy buys now. The resource buyer. I found out what he'll pay. So that's another income if I need it. Or breaking. It does not. Okay. But I think, let's see, silver rings. I don't see it here. What about gold rings? Gold ring jewelry. Takes amber. What? The amber mosquito is what I'm wondering. Do I sell that at the pawn shop, maybe? I had like 12 of them, and then my house got robbed, and I lost everything. And I found a much better place to get rocks than at the quarry. In the old mine, if you're searching for diamond, like I said yesterday, you get a hell of a lot more rocks than you get diamond. Like, you can get 100 rocks in like 10 minutes. But yep, glass. That's my thing. Getting glass. I think the custom shop was open. Maybe it was open, but it's probably closed now. No, stop. Okay, yeah, only the ambulance. I don't know why the bike keeps moving forward. I'm not even touching my controller right now. I'm not touching my keyboard or my controller. But you know what? That's a very little thing. It doesn't matter. It's not going to get me in anything. I'm just trying to, go around looking for something to do. That's my big thing. I'm looking for something to do. I don't want to go farm coal. I've done so much of that in the past 3 days to get this glass. No. I went back a little too far. Let me go look at the Mega Mall over here and see if they have oil. Oh. I don't know. This Mega Mall. I don't. It might have oil. Oil's becoming a commodity again. Like, a lot of people are looking for it again. Come on. Nope. No, they don't have power cells either. They have a furnace. They do have a drill. Yeah, but that furnace is my goal for today. And if I get it, I get it. I mean, I could sell one thing of alcohol to Harry and get it, but I don't want to get the farm finished. Alright, I had $50. It's been, I think, 2 days. Trying to change my hair. I don't want nothing too crazy. Ooh, this one's not bad. Clips through the t-shirt a little, but you know what? I can deal with that. Yeah, I can deal with that. Actually, you know what? They might both be sitting in Legion. Oh, I wrote it that time. Hey, may as well go do that afterwards if they're not here. No, there's no need for me to log into legal help. Yeah, I'll go get more stuff for the farm. It's something to do. Oh, that one I thought I was really gonna fall off. Oh. Guess I should go get the coffee beans. Those you get from somewhere different. You don't get those from the same exact spot. They're still up in Roxwood, which is fine. I just don't have, I have the money to fuel the truck, I just don't want to. I'm trying not to spend the money to fuel the truck. Let me do some math. Plus, I need to make probably 50 coffee beer for whenever Echo gets her coffee shop. And I sold all the coffee beer yesterday. I have one. Yes, I have. I have the wines made. I can't believe that Havoc would have went through 50 bottles of wine. That's why I'm not making red. Yeah, 50 white would be good and maybe 25 red extra just in case. We're trying to figure out how much to sell the shots for. Like when you open vodka, tequila, you get like a set amount. Like you get 5 glasses. And we're all trying to figure out because 2 restaurants are selling alcohol and they started asking us how much they should charge for a glass. And I sell mine to the restaurants for $2.50. So I said if you get 5 glasses, sell them for $125. That way you double your money. I should probably make 50 of each bottle. The tequila, the wines, and the coffee beer, just have it set aside. Because Ty buys the tequila from me. She buys it for a restaurant. Like, if they needed some today, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna have to make it. Alright, let's go get, I think I need 100 coffee. I don't think I have any. I want 125. Yeah. Well, coffee beans expire, though, but I have 25. I'm gonna get 125. That way I have enough to make the coffee here. Hey, coffee farm. Yeah, we get 125. That way I can make the 50 coffee beer. Yeah, come on. I love the new farm interior though. And that they're all different. It's not all the same. Mine actually looks like a barn. There's my rabbit. There's my rabbit friend. I was about to store it like I was back. And then I remembered, no, I haven't even picked it up yet. I know, thrilling action today, y'all. Today's maintenance. We all have to do it. Every now and then you'll see them pull out their vehicles and they have to sort all the items out. That's maintenance. What I should do is swap over to Sierra, in which I'll see what I got in the back of my trucks. You know how many batches of meth Sierra could make if she knew how to do it? Good lord, I have like 60 ethanol. The lithium, I need the batteries to make the plates, and I have the drill already. I mean, I probably have over 200 lithium ingots. I mean, the only thing I think I'm missing is the acetone, but I know where to get that. You just go to those black, the things and push the valve. Ah, I missed it. I totally missed it. Like, I thought I could make meth and then, you know, just make, like, poor quality and bag it, but I don't think I can bag it. I think you need to have, like, the experience. So, I might start growing with her. I don't know. I just bought everything I needed, so now I'm starting to actually make profit. So if I probably could go buy some pots and some seeds and all the stuff necessary for it now. And I mean, you don't need an auto bagger to bag weed. I've already done a few bags. Sorry, car. I don't know. It's something. I thought I have everything I need, the microwave. And I have the amphetamine blueprint. And I was thinking about making one of the Rumpos meth and one of them amphetamine. But I talked to another criminal and he said there's not much difference between the two. They told me to go into ecstasy, and I'm like, I am so far from even trying that. Like, that's gonna be a while before I could do that. Alright, I had to go to trucking to get the coffee beans. You have to go to the trucking up in Roxwood. That's where you get the coffee beans from. It's the same place that Harry exports the liquor. It's the import-export office, I guess. And I have to go there to get the hops. And, well, maybe the hops. No, the hops are close by my farm. There's 2 items I have to go up there to get. I'm not sure. Oh, the mustard seeds. The mustard seeds and the coffee beans I have to go up to the import-export office. That's what I'm calling it, anyway. And you have to go to the docks to get salt. Like the docks by Ralph's Foundry. Oh, sorry, car. Oh, full house. Yep. Coffee isn't as big as a seller as I was hoping it would be. Like, I bought the farm and immediately pumped it up to level 5. Because we all assumed that, with, Echo would start drinking coffee, but until she gets her shot, she's really not drinking coffee. There it is. So, while it's good, every one of us have coffee, it seems. I need to call Teabag. I haven't seen him in city. I see him mining every now and then. I think he's trying to get glass like me. But, like, Bob needs meat. The vet needed meat. And, that's their guy. Well, Bob hired him and, now I'll get back on the freeway. I was just going to go straight right there, but I'll just right here be a lot quicker. But, yeah, Bob gets all of his meat products from Teabag, but he hasn't been in the city lately. I know that Yvette called Rodney, and Rodney's gonna start servicing the Up and Atom with the meat product. Like, I'm trying to, other farms make money from this. Because when I first started, I did the meat products, and I sold everything, and then over time, I just was like, every other body went into meat as well, and I was like, well, I'm not going to try to put them out of business, so I'll let them have it. Oh, that was a needle right there. Okay, y'all, sorry. Y'all just gonna have to move. I'd be so fired in real life. If any one of us drove the way we did on here, we'd be fired so fast. Imagine if the police drove like they do in this game in real life. I wonder how much the repair costs would be for the police department. That would be pretty funny, though. Like, how much would a real-life city's budget be to replace the signs, knock down the fire hydrants that are run over? Because that does come out of a city budget in real life. If we all drove like this in real life, I wonder how much the city budget would be. God, that would be a lot. I don't know if my chat broke again or if nobody's talking. But I'm just assuming nobody's talking. People are getting their coffees and sitting and sipping. I'm actually surprised. I was, before I logged into the city, I was watching a little bit of Ralph's stream. He had 900 people on a Monday morning. That's pretty impressive. Well, it's Monday afternoon for him. But that's pretty impressive. Hey, baby. Okay. So what should I do next? Like, I gotta go mine coal. I don't want to go mine coal. But I need the glass. It's gonna pay off. It is worth doing. It seems like it takes forever to do it. But it is worth doing. I mean, honestly, I can't say that. It doesn't actually take that long. I'm just being melodramatic right now. Okay, there's coffee. I think now all I need, is pickles and onions. Let's see how the alcohol's doing. 115K or 1.5? Yeah, I mean, replacing, yeah, there's gotta, because it breaks the pipe. You know, you gotta redo all of that. You gotta redo the metal. If it's a rusty pipe, you have to re-drill down into it. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Okay, so we have. Okay, see that's the money right there. I have. So that's good. The wine, I want to pump up that wine machine so it starts making 5 at a time instead of 1. It's 1 every 3 minutes, or it could be 5 every 3 minutes. I should have probably brought it up to 2. Maybe not gotten the last level on the grain and pumped up the white and red wine 1. Yeah, I probably could have done that. 15,000 per hydrant, man. We all wreck them too. And we all wreck them. Okay, so coffee beans. I have enough for 50. I need to get hops. I need to add that to my list. Yep, I need onion. I'm not keeping bell pepper. Pepper and bell pepper I don't sell a lot of. Not at all. And if I think Yvette canceled the burritos, if I'm not, I might be mistaken. But if she canceled the burritos, then she don't need pepper or bell pepper at all. And the other ones don't do them either, so there'd be no point. I could just get rid of these. She uses salad. She bought a lot of salad. She uses pickle. I think I have water in my crate. I think all I need for the alcohol is hops, but I only need 50 because I'm only making 50 beer. And I have 25 hops. Yeah, I have 200 water here. That's fine. I have 200 yeast, 200 barley powder, 200 water. I'd need 25 more hops to make 50, but I have enough to make 200 of those, the vodka. Vodka's Rodney's thing, so I'm only selling it to Harry. That's not open to restaurants at all. If they want vodka, they're gonna have to go to Rodney. But, yeah, the tequila, the coffee, and the wines, I'll sell those. But the vodka, that's straight, Rodney, I'm not selling them. Hi, Savick. It's okay. We're doing maintenance today. We're just, like, picking up products that I need. I need 60 pickles and 40 onions, and I'll be done. I don't know, I'm not feeling it today, I guess. I did so much farming yesterday. But, like, I'm thinking if I went to Sierra, there's nothing I could do. There's no cops on. Yeah, I need to increase my alcohol. The faster I make it, the faster I can sell it, the more money I get. So, let's see. It's gonna cost... It goes up by 10K every time. So this one will be 20, the next one will be 30, that's 50. So I can sell those two that the wine I already have and pump these up to level 2. And then it'll be 40 and 50 for the last ones. And if I go do the coal, I mean, I could get all 1,200 bottles today if I just sat there and did coal. And that would be 600 and 700K I'd make from selling everything. That would be enough to pump up all 4 machines that I want to pump up. It'd be able to... Probably, I want to actually buy these farms. I can't really use them, but I still, eventually, they'll put new recipes in and we will be able to. So I kind of do, maybe not dragon fruit or coconut or orange. Maybe those three. But the oats, the rice, the vanilla, the corn, definitely. If they would put like iced tea in, you might need lemon to make that. I don't know. You know, I don't know if they'll make iced tea. It might not need lemon. I don't know. Yeah, but I wanna have all the farms. Even if I don't, I will eventually get the orange, the coconut, and the dragon fruit and lemon. Eventually I'll get them. But this farm is my next farm to get. Is the rice. If I get the rice farm, I can start making sake. I need a rice farm and then the rice mill, which would be 100K. I could start making sake. I don't know if Riley's making this. There's a rumor that she's making it, but I don't know. I think Rodney wants to do whiskey and vodka. I don't know if anyone's doing rum. No one's doing moonshine. Someone asked me about it, though, today. I don't know who it was. I don't have their name. I just have a phone number. For all I know, Teabag might be doing moonshine. I don't know. They're not going to tell me if they're making it, you know what I mean? I'm thinking it's a safe bet, though, that Rodney's not doing it. Now that he's a judge. I have a safe bet that he's not doing it. But, rum takes all the farms that I don't want to buy. Coconut, orange. Oh, it doesn't take dragon fruit. Dragon fruit and lemon, I think, are only used in these. Which lemon not being in sake, when it's called lemon sake, but it doesn't take lemon? I don't know. But it's fine with me. So, oh, I need to get wheat as well. I forgot about that. I need like 500 wheat. How's the farm doing? I know I got like 800 yesterday. Okay, it's almost there. Working. And off. Yep, let me turn that one back on. That should be it. Every other one should be done. This one is turned off. Coffee is turned off. Yes, Rodney and CJ were promoted yesterday to judges. They can still be lawyers, though. Like, yeah, but they can preside over trials now. Which, great choice. I mean, fantastic choices. I knew when they said they were hiring more, kind of like all of us were like, yeah, it's going to be them too. Because they've been lawyers in this city for forever. Hi, JB. Yeah, seen you already before, but hi again. Hello. Okay, I got the bread. Bread, I don't need. Mustard, I'm good on. The tortillas, I'm good on. This is what sells, is the mustard, the bread, and the tortillas. That's my biggest food seller. Mustard being number one. That, by far, is my best food seller. Now that they put the farm in and I don't have to steal it, yeah. I could probably stand to make some more food oil, though. I have 108, so I'll put 42 in. Takes oh, wait a minute. Those are not alcohol related, they're in my other stash. This is my non-alcohol related stuff. I need 42 of these. Yep, I'm hoping that they can give me bottles for these. These were made using the rubber, but now they changed it to glass. I'm kind of hoping I can get those made into glass. I put a ticket in and they're talking about it. If I can't, I can't. It's not the end of the world. That will make 150 loyal. Yep. All right. We'll turn that on. Oil machine's still at level 1, isn't it? Yeah, okay. The mustard machine I turned up to level 4. Because I needed to pump that out. They were buying it as fast as I could make it. Like, every other day they'd be like, we need 200, we need 100. I think Rex has actually one day did order 300. Switch up the bottle machine. I had to get that up to level 5. You're still doing it. That's the bottle Rodney gave me. Hello.
Oh, sorry to bother you. Did you hear back from Eddie by chance?
No, he wasn't in the city.
Ah, that's fair enough.
I'm gonna
you
keep trying him.
Yeah, that's perfect. Do you need anything? Because like I've got nothing to do. So, is it rubber still?
No, it's glass now.
Glass. That's
Yeah.
I have no idea how to get glass.
Yeah, you go to the quarry, you make sand out of rocks, and then you make the sand into glass. Yeah, it's not. I have enough. I have like 10. I have like 1,000 sand. I just need to go get the coal ore to make the coals to make them. But other than that, I'm perfectly fine. I like doing the coal. I don't need help with that.
Okay, just checking.
Other than that, yeah, I know that's fine. But like I said, I would try Bucket if you can get him in the city today, and I'll try calling Eddie. Every now and then I'll give him a call and see. But those would be my 2 best. Yeah, maybe Maka. Maybe I don't know. Like I don't know what they're looking for.
Don't worry about it, really.
Okay, all right. Have a good day.
You too.
Yeah, what you need? Okay. He's looking for an auto bagger. He's had 3 blueprints. All 3 blueprints have been stolen from him. 1 by his friend, who's not his friend no more. 1, he passed out while trying to go back to his house and somebody robbed him. And then the 3rd one, somebody broke into his place to steal it while they were gathering the materials. Like, he's just had a really string of bad luck. So he asked me this morning, do I know anyone who has it? And I was like, Eddie Mopar, Bucket, Tommy, maybe Maka, you know, because they all do the drugs. They might have the blueprints. Yeah, but this is my... Actually, this is not my new enemy. I'm not having problem finding rocks. This is still just like Bucket and Ralph and Maka at the foundry. When they were doing it big time, this is now my problem. And if I could use their coal breaker, I would, but I don't have permissions. I can put coal in there, but I can't take it out. Because then it would save me on the oil. I could just go drive up there, put hundreds in, use the machine, repair the machine. But I can only put stuff in their foundry. I can't take anything out. Good morning, Rhea. I might actually talk to Bucket about that today. I don't want to be accused of taking something. You know, like, oh, stuff's missing again. All of a sudden, I had access and, you know... Like, when literally all I want to do is use the coal breaker. So I don't have to keep buying oil or battery cells. I still have to buy oil. Because you can't break... I don't know how you can't break the rocks down at the foundry. But if I could use their coal breaker... And you make 100% moonshine, because that would be ethanol. You can make moonshine, but it's illegal. And being that I'm a lawyer, I don't want to lose that license. So I can't do much illegal stuff. That's why I have a second character that can do illegal stuff. I honestly thought about having Sierra break into the prison. You know, like drive over. But, like, I can't find a good RP reason for her to do that. Right? Instead of... Because Arya knows all about this stuff. But Sierra doesn't. So I can't legitimately come up with an RP reason for her to drive into prison. Knowing that I can't get out. So, probably what's going to happen is I'll wait until I get arrested a few more times and then maybe try it. Because then I could say that, you know, I have the knowledge. But right now she doesn't, and if I just drove into prison and started going straight to the things everybody's going for, that's metagaming, because I know about it outside of the city. I don't know about it in the city. Like, I know where to get peyote. I know where to get. Arya does not. And Sierra does not. So if I jumped into the prison and just went straight for the peyote, how did she know where it was? You know? Whenever I try to think of an idea for RP, the first thing I think of is, does that person know about it? And if the answer's no, then I don't do it. Like, if a cop was on and she got arrested and Ralph's in there and Ralph's like, come help me do all this, then yes, I now know. But as of right now, she wouldn't know. Alright, y'all know what time it is. Ice cream. He still has these. I could buy these. Not right now, but I have 40 and I think I can make 1,500 coal with the 50 I have. So I should be good on the battery, though. And it's illegal to own the chemical processor. I'm exactly sure if it's illegal to own that, because you can't make anything illegal on it. I think all you can make is sulfuric acid and oil. So would it be illegal to own it? Like, I know having the blueprint could be considered illegal, but like the actual machine, would it be illegal to own that? I'm gonna call up, I might call when a police officer comes on, I might ask him. Be like, because I know I've used it. Arya's used the chemical processor at Eddie's place before to refine oil. She didn't steal the oil. She bought someone's crude oil who needed the money very quickly. They actually didn't have the coal. And when I told them they needed oil to make coal, they were like, I have oil. And I'm like, no, processed oil. And they were like, well, I don't have that. So I said, I'll buy it because I had coal. So I used his to make it. So I know what it does. It might do more, but all I remember was sulfuric acid and, is it illegal to own sulfuric acid, though? I know you have to steal it to get it, but if you make it through a chemical processor, is that illegal? That's the questions I need answered. Like, what blueprint benches aren't illegal to own? I guarantee you it's going to be illegal to own it. I can guarantee you it's going to be illegal to own that. You know, Eddie would call me back. Eddie, if I was about to say, let me call Eddie again, but if he was in city, he'd have seen me call, and he'd have called back. I haven't actually talked to Eddie in a while. Now that I'm not doing criminal stuff, a lot of the people I used to talk with, I don't talk to as much. Because they're doing criminal stuff. Like, I'm trying to think, who did I talk to today? I've already had a conversation with someone about all kind of stuff. I can't remember who it was. It was a face-to-face conversation I had right when I signed in. I was at the train station in Sandy, and they ran up to me and started talking to me. I can't remember who it is now. No, I can't. I'm sitting here racking my brain, and I can't remember who it was. But, there's nothing in U-Tool that I need. I don't need food at the moment. No restaurants are open. Bump. You know, yesterday I was coming, I was going to Rex's Diner because I needed something. And I had 100 coffee beans for him. And I took the train track right here. I hopped up right here. There's a reason I'm telling you all this. I did probably hit that boulder too, to be honest. But as I was coming out, I came out here and I took this turn and there was an ambulance. And I sideswiped the ambulance, knocked it over. The guy comes to talk to me and he's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I was trying to get to Rex's. I'm at like 2% drink. And he was like, go now, and drove off. But I was at like 90%. I didn't pay attention. It was totally my fault. Totally my fault. I wasn't paying attention. Where did my bull bar go? I guess it's over here. I don't know. Hoping I can find somebody mining who will be like dropping rocks. It happens a lot. Mining's kind of died off though. A lot of the foundries aren't really doing anything with their foundries at the moment. Oh, there goes something. See, there's a question. Okay, I got no front bumper and no rear bumper. So, could I make the argument if a cop was chasing me, if I get into a cop chase with this truck right now, not here, could I make the argument that the cop cannot see my license plate? You know, would that argument work? Because if they see the truck, they're going to be like, there's no plate on here. So they can't use the plate as identifier. It's not how their system works, like the system pulls up when they catch you. It pulls up the plate. But I mean, in all reality, they wouldn't be able to see the plate. There would be no plate, let me put it that way. I don't know if it would work like that. I might ask that question to an officer because that's actually a legal question I can ask. That if it ever comes up. Yeah, that's a legal question. Well, the one about the chemical processor is technically a legal question as well. Is it illegal to own sulfuric acid? That'd basically be the question to ask. It's not illegal to own oil because we can buy oil. But is it illegal to produce sulfuric acid? Well, you might need illegal stuff to make sulfuric acid. I don't know. I don't know what it takes to make it. I know it takes oil, the sulfur. You have to break it down into sulfur ore. Or you have to break the sulfur ore into sulfur, but you might need something else. But then it doesn't really matter because I'd need an illegal bench to make the batteries. So, yeah. So it does. That question really doesn't matter anymore. Like, I need to think of some good legal questions to ask just to get, like, clarifications. But the plate one is a good one to ask. Put this up so it repairs it. Okay, this one's 77, 15, and 40. This is 57. I don't think I have anything in the back of here except the VIN checker. None of this is illegal to own. I have a crate and a VIN checker. Yeah. This isn't illegal to own, I don't believe. It doesn't say stolen. I need to ask him that too, because if this is like boosting material and it's illegal to own, then I'll just get rid of it. But yeah, so this vehicle's fine. I was gonna park this on the farm and just have this be like the vehicle I lived in. But now I have an interior, so I need gas in the car. This should have, yeah, none of this is illegal. And none of the stuff in the back should be illegal either. This, technically, they could say is illegal, but it doesn't say stolen goods. It was gotten from the trucking. The packages, like this doesn't say stolen goods, you know? So I need to ask them, is it illegal? I use this for my hearing aids. I forgot about these bottles being back here. And the truck, all the truck has in it is that crate with the sand and the oil and the energy cells. I know that. There's nothing in the glove box. And I figure once I get my machines upgraded, once I get the wines and the fermenting, then I can start maybe stacking some cash in the farm. Like build it back up a little. My money and then start getting other stuff. But it's a long-term investment. I knew that, and it's paying out now. So if I worked at it like rock and coal, Like if I did like 8 hours of just doing rock and coal and then having the machines upgraded, having the money to fix them, I could probably pull in $1 million in one day. Just by alcohol. I think it would take 22,000 alcohol. I probably could do that if I just constantly worked. But I don't want to do that. That burns you out so quick. Like I had fun farming when I had to act like I was feeding the animals, but now that I don't have to do that no more, kind of took that RP away from me. But I get why they did it. Believe me, I understand why they did it. Because, you know, I'm sitting here stealing from this guy who, you know, I thought it was my farm. But I'm sitting here stealing from him, so they don't want me doing that. So when they told me that I don't own the land, then obviously I don't own the animals on it either. Okay, I don't. I kind of want to make some more of this, though. It takes this, and water to make cheese. I need to actually, let's go get some more water. I need more water. Water and wheat. If you want to buy a farm, water and wheat are going to be your two biggest things. I need to get 500 wheat. I probably need to get 500 water. I know I have 200 over... Do I still? Because I could just get 3. Just to make the yeast, you need water. So... yeah. So if I want to make... Well, how much yeast do I have here? 269. I could probably do it 500 more. Every yeast is an alcohol, put it that way. And I still need to go get onions and pickles, and I just, Those are on, so. Yeah, let's go get 500 of it. I kind of got to be wary about the weight as well, the stock, because I don't want to go over. I've never actually gone over, so I don't know if it would tell me I can't pick it up, or if it would let me pick it up and then it would just disappear. I don't want to find out. We go trucking. This goes to the city. How does selling work? Do you sell it to restaurants? I can sell it to restaurants, and I do. The tequila and the coffee beer I've sold to restaurants. But Harry Wolfenstein, our mayor, he'll buy every batch of 100, and there's a building up in Roxwood that he can sell it to, like to get the city money. And I gave him some ridiculous price that I was like, he'll never buy it for that. And he agreed to it instantly, and I found out that I probably could have got more. But, you know what, honestly, I'm happy with the offer. I still make a lot of money off of it. Like I say, I might have to spend $5,000 to make $50,000. That's not a bad profit. You know, if I can make 10 times my initial investment, and yesterday paid for every machine I had, all the alcohol machines at 300K sale, that paid for the machines I had, that paid for the farms that I had to get. So I'm still working on paying off everything. But hopefully the farm will start making me some money. Right now, it's still going to take, everything he gives me is still going to go back into the farm. I was about to go to the mine. I don't know why, but I was about to hit the, I don't want to hit a, I'd rather hit a car than hit the animals. I think that would be true in real life too, honestly, with me. I think I'd rather hit someone's car than hit an animal. Yeah, we're all kind of wondering what that crane is for right there. There's got to be something you can do for the prison with that crane. It's just too random to be there, to not be involved in the prison somehow. I actually really like where you get the water from. It makes a lot of sense to get it from there. Anything except the wines takes water. The yeast takes water. The bread, the cheese. So, well, somebody had a bad day. You know, that's a good idea, though, to block the road like that so no one just... He probably kept getting run over. It's a good idea to use this big truck to block the road like that. They are reinforcing the prison walls, maybe. I saw somebody, yesterday was talking. I was overhearing a conversation while I was at the restaurant. His friend was waiting outside with a field revive kit, and he climbed up the tower, jumped out, and when he hit the ground, he died, but then he just used the field revive kit, picked him up. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. That's kind of why I didn't want to stream while I'm actually working. Because that's one of the reasons. I had to help her get up from a chair. And that means I just have to stop doing what I'm doing. And like if I'm in a chase or if I'm in a scene or, you know, something's happening, I feel bad when I have to. Like right now it's not bad because I'm just getting water. But like if you're in a cop chase and all of a sudden you just have to leave and go AFK for a minute, you know. Alright, let me pick up this water. And turn around. I made the mistake once. And only once. Of taking the shortcut right here. And I will never do it again because it turned out to be the longest long cut. And y'all are probably wondering what the heck I'm talking about. Instead of turning left right here, I just went straight. Down that hill. And it did not end well. Not at all. I ended up getting the truck wedged somewhere to where I couldn't move. Like I couldn't even spin out or burn out. The back wheels were off the ground. And so I went and got my car and I couldn't even budge it. So I had to just abandon it. So now I just say, you know what? I'll take the wave. The medic still down here? Yep. Beep beep. Okay. So should I? No, this is water. Why? My mind is bird braining right now. I thought this was weak for a second. I'm like, I should turn on the machines, and there's no machines for water. I thought it's funny if they gave us the option to empty the water, and then we just had those empty crates that they sell at U-Tool. We could sell for the people trying to buy oil. But that defeats that purpose. I don't know, back when the farms first came out, I was always trying to think of ways to, like, interact with people. Oh, good, he missed him. I was afraid the motorcycle guy was gonna hit him. But, like I said, I'm glad they did it the way they did it. I'm happy with how the farms have turned out. Because there was a good, maybe 4 weeks, maybe a month, that I owned my farm and could not make any profit off of it. Like, didn't matter what I did. I couldn't do anything. And it was a little aggravating sometimes seeing all the money going into the farm. But you know what? It's paid off. It's been worth it. I've enjoyed the ride. But yep, it's gonna be after I pop off or stop streaming, it's gonna be a coal mining day. Probably for another 300. Maybe just do it like that, 300 at a time. Put on a movie in the background and just run around in a circle. How much stock do I have left after that? Hello, gentlemen. He's drinking my beer. Okay, so I have. Yeah, see, I can't even put 500 wheat in here. But I'm gonna take out. Let's see. At 550. Take out 250. And I'll go get 500 wheat and make 500 more yeast. And I'll keep this water for when I need to make something with it. I might just make 8 bottles of tequila real quickly so that this is 30, because I really can't do anything with this at 8. I mean, I can make sand. I can go make 38 glass. That's something. But you need the coal to make tequila as well. So I probably should just make 25 tequila, just in case a restaurant wants it. What does it take to make? Do I have everything to make the tequila? No, the bottles. I don't have the bottles. The glass in this is to make the wine. I need to get that straightened out before I do the other one. I do have the glass in the truck. And I probably could do it that way. Which do I need? Okay. I mean, technically, I could just put 25 water in there. That might be the way to go. Yeast, sugar, coal, water. Go get 25 bottles out the truck. But I need to put hops on that list as well, because I need at least probably 200 hops. I think that's the entirety of the farm. All right, let's get 25 of these. Ooh, that was close, almost. And I can make 25 tequila. And then put the rest of the coal to make glass. If I had the smelter, I could just do it right here. Well, what am I doing? What am I doing? Sorry. I thought I had to go get something else, but I don't. I do. I have to go get the coal. That's what I was doing. Okay. 25 more bottles. So we're gonna go yeast and sugar. I mean, technically I could just... No, I need the yeast for this. So yeah. How much yeast do I have? So I'll need to put 25 more yeast in as well. Yeah. But 25 more yeast. And 25 coal. Yep. Alright, have fun, Stavik. Have a good day. Alright, 25 and 25. So 25 coal. And 25. Damn, I had close on both of those. And turn the tequila machine on. Make sure I don't have to... If I have to repair it, then I can't do it. But I think it's good. It should be good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can make 25. 5 and So it'll run out, the coal will run out, and it'll stop producing when the coal runs out. Oil's being made as well. Yep. Okay. Yeah, but I figured out why sometimes these machines stop working. Like when they shouldn't be, I figured it out. They're testing. A lot of testing. I figured it out. And the reason I don't have the production lines, I have to keep making them, is because I only have a certain amount, and I have more machines than I have available slots. So there's a few machines that constantly are in use, and then the other ones I use when I have to use them. But I have enough to make like 18 production lines, so that's why you see that I have to remake. But there's the wines, all these 5 are going to be like always needed. The wine, the wheat, the yeast, and the bottle. Those are always going to be needed, so I leave those as they are. The oil, the mustard, and tequila are now special circumstances, so... Yep, it's okay to make 25. I'm not making any more vodka. I'm not making... If the bottle didn't spoil, if this didn't have a spoil timer, then it wouldn't be in here. It'd probably be in, like, a storage. Hi, Paul. But it has a timer, and it's a long timer. But I'll leave it in here for now. But, yeah, so let me pull... I have a list on my phone, like, of all the products I can go pick up at the farms. And I keep track of what I need. So I need to update the coffee. I don't need the coffee no more. But yeah, every farm that produces something, I wrote it down, and now when I need it, I make a checklist of what I need. That way I don't get too much for my bird brain. If I forget, it's staring me in the face. Right now, I need 3 more items. They all come from Roxwood. I'm all just, yeah. How much? 500? Do I have 500? Yeah, but I'm... Hopefully Ari gets on today. Refuel it, and repairing it is too much. Okay. Alright, so... we're gonna do something a little different today. Being that I've had to stop twice to help my patient, I need to get off. I need to spend time with her. She's having a rough day. I usually end at the Sandy Shores, but not today. I'm ending right here. I'm probably gonna send Joe. I think Ralph's the only one streaming right now. I don't know. He might not be. He might be. Yeah, he's still streaming. Let me see who's actually... You know what? I'm gonna send y'all to Joey. Or no, I don't like sending people that like have just like they're on their welcome screen. So I'm gonna send y'all to Ralph. Joey is just started up. It looks like I like sending over to Joey because he sent people over to me as well. But so has Ralph, you know. But yeah, I need to go and take care of my job. So let me save this. Put it out. I do appreciate all of y'all for showing up today. I knew this was Friday is also gonna be a short stream because I have a doctor's appointment. But I thank y'all all for showing up. I know that other people were streaming, and I thank y'all for hanging out with me. Y'all have a good day, and I will see y'all later. All right, bye.